Alright guys, so today I can tell you almost everything about this car. I can talk to you about the interior because the embargoes have been lifted, so that's a great thing. If you're wondering where you're going to watch that content about the exterior as well as the underpinnings of the car, I'll add a link to that video at the top of the screen over here. But let's check out the interior. So as I said earlier, there are a lot of little details about the interior of the Smart #1 that are from Mercedes-Benz. And I wasn't lying, guys. Like these buttons, all these buttons over here, as well as the window controls, the door handles, this panel over here, this, the air conditioning vents, a lot. Basically all this entire panel at the top here, a lot of this is actually from Mercedes-Benz. Even the seats, if I'm not mistaken, are from Mercedes-Benz as well. They're really comfortable, they're good looking seats. One thing that I need to address before going any further though is that Smart has told us that this white highlights over here, this white features, will not make it to the Malaysian market. I'm not quite sure how true that is. I was told by a representative, but as of now it's not going to make it to the Malaysian market simply because the white tends to glare under our very hot Malaysian sun. So that's actually a very good point. So you might get different colors over here. I can imagine that with the sun just at the top over here, this white is going to be very painful to your eyes. Now the nice thing about the interior of the #1 is that you just get in with the key in your pocket and you just drive. It's very much like that of a Volvo. There's no start button over here, so you just get in and drive. So that's just one less thing to worry about. And what do you do when you leave? You just put it in P and then get out as well. And another thing that is quite uniquely Mercedes-Benz is the placement of the gear lever on the steering column. Now this is typically Mercedes. Now the first thing that gets you as soon as you get in here is this massive 12.8-inch screen over here. Now this is one of the nicest screens in the industry. I'm not quite a fan of, you know, this fox over here, these cartoon-like characters over here. I'm not quite a fan of that. I would like it to be a more serious car rather than having the sun and the fox and all of these things over here. But this is actually supposed to be your assistant as you drive. How? Let me show you. Hello Smart. Hi Smart. Hello Smart. Hi Smart.
I could not find any results. What else can I do for you?
Can you please open the sunshade for me?
Okay, open sunroof.
Alright. Hi Smart. Hello Smart.
I could not find any results. I could not find any results. What else can I do for you?
Can you open the windows for me?
Okay, opening the front right window.
Can you close the front right window for me?
Okay, closing the front right window.
Can you play Dr. Dre's Still Dre?
I am sorry, but I can't help you with that right now.
Yeah, not gonna push my luck. Can you set a hot date for me?
I am learning this function. Please try again later.
Alright, let me know if you need help. Cancel.
Okay.
Anyway, talking about Dr. Dre, I do have to tell you that the entertainment system in here, there are 13 speakers with 2 subwoofers, and the speaker system, the sound system is provided by Beats. Yes, that same Beats company that was jointly developed by Dr. Dre as well as Apple. If I'm not mistaken, Dr. Dre has exited the company, making him, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first rap billionaires in the industry, and Beats is actually his legacy. So if you notice this, There's that B, the iconic B from Beats. So yes, if I'm not mistaken, again, Smart is the first car company to have a Beats sound system, and it is banging. I can't let you hear the sound system, otherwise YouTube is just going to say that we have a copyright infringement. So I can't show you how good it sounds, but take my word for it, it sounds really good. So on the topic of the seats, well, they are both ventilated seats, which is actually quite good. Besides being actually quite good to look at, they're actually really good looking seats. What I really appreciate is the fact that the front seats come with ISOFIX mounts. So I don't see a lot of cars that have ISOFIX mounts. I know the Toyota Supra has ISOFIX mounts, but that is a sports car, a two-seater sports car. So this though is a four-seater, five-seater EV. If I'm not mistaken, is one of the first EVs with ISOFIX seats for the front passenger. Now besides that, you get the interior also has 64 different color choices to choose from. Now you get dual zone colors, so you can have different colors over here. If I'm not mistaken, now this looks like green over here, but it looks like purple over there. So that's actually quite cool as well. You get a key wireless charger, Type-C connectivity, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get a cooler box over here. So quite a lot of unique touches on the interior of the Smart #1. So besides the 12.8 inch floating infotainment system over here, you also get a 9.2 inch instrument cluster over here, which actually is quite small, but you tend to get used to it. But besides that, you also get a quite large heads-up display, a 10-inch heads-up colorized heads-up display. You won't be able to see it from there, but yeah, that's a heads-up display over there. And let's go check out the back seats. Now, I have about a 180 centimeter tall frame, and this front seat is adjusted to my height. And I have to say that I'm actually quite comfortable at the back here. And I like the fact that the panoramic roof stretches from the front to the back, which makes this feel quite roomy, feel quite spacious. Yeah, there's no complaints. And as I said, 13 speaker sound system. You also get this very small glass panel at the, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a glass panel over here that lets in a lot more light, so gives it a very spacious feel. Now, Smart has actually gone to great lengths to not only make it a very comfortable, very capable EV, but it's also a very entertainment-focused EV. Now, how many cars do you know that have a speaker mounted right behind your head over here? Now, there are 13 speakers, as I mentioned over here earlier. There's one tweeter here, there's a speaker over there, there's a bunch of speakers at the front, and there's a speaker right behind my head over here. And according to the presentation earlier, there's also a subwoofer somewhere at the back over here. But talking about all of that, now, convenience and spaciousness is also the name of the game. Now, if you want more boot space, you can actually move these seats forward. Now, if you don't mind sacrificing a little bit of leg room, this is actually quite convenient, and you can actually do the same for these seats as well. There you go. So you get more boot space. Now that is actually quite cool. Now besides all of that, you get twin air conditioning vents, one Type-C and one Type-A charger. It's actually a very capable EV, there's no doubt about it, the Smart #1. There's also going to be a high-performance Brabus version of the #1 coming along during the launch of this car, and that has twin motors and a lot more power. How much more power? The Brabus version of the #1 will have 428 PS and 543 Newton meters of torque, and it will be capable of a 0 to 100 sprint of 3.9 seconds, and will have the same top speed of 180 kilometers per hour. However, it will still have that 66 kilowatt battery, which means that it will be slightly lower on range as compared to the #1. So other than that though, the #1 also comes with a bunch of safety system, predominantly a level 2 ADAS system that comes with traffic sign recognition, auto lane change assist, auto parking assist, basically the works. We are here at the Proton test track where we actually have driven the #1 already, and of course it performs like what you would expect an EV to be. However, you just feel more connected to the car. We drove around the banking of the Proton test track, and there was no fear actually. You feel very connected to the car. The steering wheel is nice and light, and depending on the mode that you're in, it actually gets heavier as well. So you feel very much in control. There's not much I can say about how it feels on regular Malaysian roads, because driving it on track actually masks all of the bad roads and the suspension settings and such. I have no doubt that it will actually be quite nice on our Malaysian roads as well. I'm a big fan of the Smart #1. I think that it's the perfect size. It's actually quite fun, and with a range of over 400 kilometers. Yeah. Now it all depends on the price. If Smart Malaysia actually prices this right, I think that they have a winner on their hands. Thank you for watching.